Hello and welcome to day number 141. I know we're a little bit late. Honestly, I am trying to get back into this whole recording every single day thing, but I just could not deal with stuff yesterday. I was dead on my feet by about 9 p.m, which is the time that we take Rowan to bed and put him down, and nah. As is, today I was actually meant to go out and speak to someone about running a Dungeons and Dragons campaign and going over all the reference material that they'd sorted out, but it got to like 5 p.m. and I just felt awful. It's really far too warm here again, and I just went, nah, sorry mate. So yeah, like this is definitely like me sort of pushing through stuff. It's just before midnight. I've literally been sat just in the living room in front of a fan for a couple of hours now, which, yeah, it's not great. I have got water. I am drinking water. Don't worry. Don't panic. But anyway, yeah. Yesterday was meant to be a Wayne day and I completely missed it. But you know what? We'll do our usual thing, which is, you know, we'll put up the old weights of the previous two weigh-ins over here in kilos, and then down there in pounds, and then up here is day number 140. I am going to qualify it and say, yes, I know it's not great, but oh yeah, I can't put up the last two because one of those I was in hospital for. There might be one missing. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like it's not great. Today I was down on that number. I have come down a little bit. Like I sort of bounced back. I'm still roughly hanging on around about 109.5 in kilos, 109 point whatever kilos, which is fine. It's not the lightest that I've gotten down to on this thing. That's 108.3 or something. But you know, it's decent. It's certainly a lot better than 132.5 kilos, which is what we were at the beginning, or what I was at the beginning. I really need to stop doing that, don't I? Anywho, yeah, so everything's going okay. Like, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I have the best of intentions when it comes to getting back into the swing of things and eating right, but for some reason, I just haven't pushed myself to do it fully. So, you know, great example of this morning when I woke up, didn't eat breakfast. That's just my normal thing. I don't eat breakfast pretty much. The only time that I have eaten breakfast in recent memory is when I was in the hospital and they were literally putting it in front of me already made and said, wake up, get out of bed, do it. And if I didn't eat it, then there was not that much food throughout the rest of the day. So, you know, it makes sense to do it, doesn't it? Yeah, like, didn't eat breakfast, got to lunchtime. I was like, okay, I'm going to go out to the shop and I'm going to buy stuff. And it was like 30 odd degrees Celsius outside, which is very, very warm. And I've got my son who's like 2.5, and I'm like, I can take him outside to the shop and I can buy some stuff, but then by the time we get back, he's going to be grumpy. It's going to be late and just excuse after excuse, basically. So lunchtime today, we had pizza delivered, which isn't great. And it was like chicken and beef and stuff, which again, isn't great. And then when it came to dinner time, when Saguta got home, when my lovely dear wife got home, because she was completely cooked as well, because she has to ride trains to and from like the center of the city and stuff, and like there's no air conditioning on any trains at all, and everyone is absolutely terrified for some reason of even the slightest breeze. I think because they think that it's going to give them a cold, but like everyone just slams all the windows shut the entire length of the carriage, so everyone bakes, and it's rush hour, so the trains are packed full to the brim like sardines in a tin, and yeah, it's just not good. So she cooked some sausages for her and Rowan, and I chopped up a bunch of veg, and then, 'cause we had them, I knocked out a couple of boiled eggs and some smoked salmon with mayo. I'm not doing well at this thing. I think like the closest thing to good that I ate was a snack that I had. So here's what I had for dinner, and then here's what I had as a snack not too long ago, which was very nice. It's I think it's blackcurrant jam, blackcurrant jelly if you're from the States, on 2 little croissants. Like we're talking like less than the size of my hand, which isn't that big because, you know, I'm short. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, like, I really need to pull my finger out. I need to go to the shop tomorrow and buy a bunch of stuff anyway, because we're kind of out of a lot of essentials. But yeah, I need to go shopping for a bunch of stuff tomorrow. So I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna be me and the boy. And I'm gonna see about going up to the Ring Centre, which is next to Frankfurter Allee, which isn't too far away. It's around about like a 5-minute train ride away from Ostkreuz, which is one of the stations that's near me. Because I bought Sigurta some shorts, like some pajama shorts things, and I managed to get the size wrong. So I'm gonna go and exchange those for whatever size that I actually need. You know, sort of pick up some bits and bobs while I'm there. Maybe take Rowan out for some food. Eat a salad. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, like I've got my gimbal and everything. I might take that out as well. It's been a little while since I actually like strapped things to the pushchair and just went. Because I've got this mount for a tripod that can come off because it's just got normal, you know, tripod thread. I can maybe attach that to the old GoPro arm and actually mount my phone on the pushchair and record the entire journey. And because I've got the capability of doing time-lapse footage, thanks to the app that literally comes with the gimbal, I reckon I might be able to do some funky things with that, maybe. It's been long enough that I think, yeah, I might even be able to put on a lens, because I've got a little pack of those clip-on ones. They don't fit perfectly, but it's something, right? Dearie me. What else is going on? Nothing really. I try very hard not to talk about politics and stuff. I know that sometimes I let it slip, but basically, politics at the minute in the US and in the UK is very interesting. The UK especially, there's a lot of posturing about whether or not people are being smart or not being very smart and all of that, and is one side better than the other, or... It's interesting to look at, but it's also slightly depressing. Which, unfortunately, is kind of the state of the world these days, you know, regardless of what side you're on or of any debate, you know, the world's just screaming at themselves, screaming at everyone, screaming at each other. It's not great. Yeah, I don't know. We can always hope for the best in every situation and scenario, can't we? So, yeah, to that end, what else did I do today? I registered to vote by post, because now I live in a different country and I can't just wander into wherever I used to go and vote. So I should be able to do that from now on. Should be good for at least a little bit. I booked all my trains and everything for Essen, the Essen Spiel, which is the giant board game conference that I'm going to in October. Sigurta has spoken to me about... so I want to tell you about this. So my wife, Sigurta, is a computer programmer, and she is, I think it's fair to say, very good at her job. You know, she does well, she's very clever, she's gotten promotions and this and that and the other, and we've basically funded our entire move to Germany off of one salary, hers. Because I've got transferable skills and many, many useless skills, or currently useless skills anyway, but you know, she's the breadwinner. And I know some people get weird about that, but it's like 2020, seriously. Nearly 2020 anyway. Like, it's the 21st century. Get with the times. Anywho, yeah, so she's going to America at the beginning of October. I know you keep hearing weird snapping noises. That's my knees. I'm really sorry. I keep trying not to do it, but you know, there's something just really satisfying about like having them go. And I really shouldn't do that, otherwise I'll end up needing a cane. Yeah, so beginning of October, she's going off to a conference, and the company she works for are giving her some extra days to, you know, sort of acclimatise to the time change, is the official wording. What is actually happening is she's getting those couple of days to acclimatise, but instead of sleeping and catching up and doing stuff, she's actually going to go to Disneyland on her own. which is awesome. Like, I'm totally for that. That's great. It's hilarious to me that like she's got time in America and that's what she's doing. Cool. Anyway, so that's beginning of October. End of October, I go off to Essen. Which has been planned for an entire year. Like, since I went to the last one, I was like, I'm going back, I have to. And, you know, I am. But this time I'm taking camera equipment so that I can actually, like, show you around, vlog it a little bit, because I get the feeling that people hear me talk about card games and board games and stuff, and they think, Monopoly. And nothing could be further from the truth. Like, Monopoly is a board game, yes, but it's not a particularly great one because, look, suffice it to say, it's got a really convoluted history, and I can go into it if you want, but I'm not going to, you know, start soapboxing about it. Yeah, so I'm going to film it, and then when I come out of that, back at the beginning of November, Saguta has just broke it to me today that beginning of November, there's another like conference-y sort of company getaway thing that's happening where everyone from her team is going to go to Prague. Now, me and Saguta have been to Prague before, a couple of years ago, like before Rowan was born. I think we just found out that she was pregnant with him. And, you know, that's really cool. It was a really beautiful city and we went around, we had a great time. She's looking forward to going again, obviously. And I'm just like, she goes away and leaves me with Rowan for like a week and a half. Then I go away for like 3 days and leave her with Rowan for like 3 days. Then she goes away for a week and leaves me with Rowan for a week. And then at the end of November, we're going to the UK because my brother-in-law Villas is graduating, hopefully. I'm fairly certain he's going to get his diploma, but you know, like he's always like, yeah, hopefully I get it. So we're all going over for that. We're taking Rowan with us and staying there for like 1 or 2 days. Then I'm jumping on a plane and going down to Bristol to see my friends and go to my friend's wedding, which is like the end point of losing weight and stuff. And then after I've been over in the UK for like a week, then I fly back to Germany. So it like the end of the year is this weird, like convoluted, constant back and forth thing that's going on, which is really weird. But yeah, anyway. What else is going on? Oh yeah, like because of the timing, apparently Disneyland is going to be doing like Halloween parades and all sorts of stuff, which is like, that's really cool. So now I'm needing to do research to find out, like, you know, like the little enamel pins and stuff, because I kind of want to get 1 or 2. So I'm gonna have to come up with a shopping list to send Saguta to go and buy, because otherwise she's just going to buy her own stuff and you know, sort of leave me up until like the duty-free section of Tegel Airport or Schönefeld or something. So, oh man. Yeah, like, I don't know. Life doesn't slow down, does it? Like, I'm still, still covered in stitches and scabs and all sorts of things, and all across my stomach, and, still like get odd twitches and pains every now and again, and the cat jumps on my stomach or something. That's always like a little bit funny as well. But yeah, things don't slow down. Ah, man. Oh, dearie me. Well. I think my lights are dying. Yeah, I can look at them and actually just see the LEDs. So they're definitely dying. I need to get them sorted. Oh, you remember I told you that the microphone, I'd lost the microphone because the cat had hidden it? Turns out I didn't. So I now have, I've got my new AGP Tech lapel mic, and I have my old AGP lapel mic, which I can kind of use both at the same time. I don't know. Yeah. The microphone I found literally as soon as I finished recording the video. The cat hadn't hidden it. I had. I put it in my trouser pocket when I'd finished recording the last video that I made, which was... It was the day before I went into hospital. So when I'm walking along and in the hospital and everything, I'm just holding my phone and there's no microphone. And I'd forgotten completely over the course of like 3 weeks where I'd put it. Typical. Absolutely typical, isn't it? So, that was €9 I didn't need to spend, but I've got a backup now. Which is fine, is useful, like chances are the cat's going to get one of them at some point, or Rowan's going to get one of them at some point. And there's the light dead. Yay! Oh, right, that's a signal to go, because the other one's like really on its way out. Right, yeah, I've got dispatch notifications for things that I bought from Wish, because I ordered a bunch of stuff off of there, including a thing that I've been after for a little while for my miniature painting, and also for this channel. And hopefully that's cryptic enough. We'll see. We will see. But anyway, right, I'm gonna go, and I shall see you next time, hopefully tomorrow. Oh wait, no, because tomorrow's board games. No, yeah, still hopefully tomorrow. It might be a little bit late when I finish recording and everything, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll have good news, like better news about like what I've eaten tomorrow, but we'll see, Right, stay awesome, have a good one. If you're following along with dieting and stuff like that, I'm sorry I'm not the best ambassador that I can be for, going vegan and that sort of thing. But hopefully you're having a better time of it than I am. And yeah, let me know. Write in comments and stuff. Good. Right. See you next time. Bye-bye.